You're out of reasons, out of stories, out of the nice padded explanations that kept you comfortable while your ambition starved. No excuses left to give. That's the best position you've ever been in, because now reality is simple. There is the work, and there is the absence of the work. There is the standard, and there is the failure to meet it. Everything else is noise you used to buy to delay the consequence of your choices. Today, the bill is due, and you will pay in discipline or in regret. Choose. You had a whole collection of excuses. Not enough time, not enough energy, not enough clarity, not enough resources, not enough support, not the right moment, not the perfect plan, not the ideal weather, not the mood, not the motivation. You hid behind every one of them like they were iron doors. Now you see they were paper screens. You push and they rip. Behind those screens sits the same thing every time. The next action. You either take it or you don't. Telling a new story won't move your legs. Making a new excuse won't load the bar. Practicing more avoidance won't rewrite the scoreboard. The scoreboard doesn't accept excuses as points. It only counts reps, words, calls, sets, projects shipped, promises kept. So here we are. Your future is watching. It doesn't care what slowed you yesterday. It doesn't care where you came from, who doubted you, who left you, who didn't give you a chance, who got lucky, who didn't play fair. Your future wants one thing: your output under pressure. It wants deliverables. It wants numbers. It wants work logged with your name on it. If you cannot hand it over, the future will hand you over to mediocrity. You can break that chain in one decision. Repeat it until it becomes your identity. Not someday. Today. Let's dismantle the last excuses you think you still own. You say you don't have time. Look at your day as a ledger. You are funded with 24 hours like everyone else. Subtract sleep, subtract your obligations. What remains is your discretionary capital. You have been spending it on low-yield entertainment, on useless argument, on unconscious scrolling, on the soft heat of procrastination that feels like productivity because your eyes are moving and your fingers are tapping. Move that capital. Redirect the hours. Buy your future with the currency of focused effort. If you get ruthless with your schedule for a month, you will shock yourself with what is possible. Most people don't need more time. They need fewer leaks. You say you don't have energy. Energy comes from motion, not before motion. Waiting to feel ready is why you never start. Stand up and do the first thing badly if you must. Once blood moves, mind follows. Once breath deepens, focus sharpens. You know this from every hard session you ever did. The first minutes are heavy. Then something flips. The body wakes up. The mind remembers the pattern. You find rhythm under load. The energy you wanted was waiting inside the work. It always has been. Move first, feel later. You say you don't know how. Learn. In the time it took to repeat the excuse, you could have searched a tutorial, read a page, asked a mentor, started a draft. You are not blocked by mystery. You are blocked by the fear of looking like a beginner. Get over it. Beginners move. Beginners experiment. Beginners make ugly attempts and get better fast because they are actually engaging the material. Put your hands on the task. Ask stupid questions. Take imperfect notes. Build bad versions until they evolve into good versions. Competence is acquired through friction. You have to scrape against the thing to gain the texture. You say you don't have support. Good. You'll become your own support. You will build a system that does not care about applause. You'll set simple daily metrics that you can execute whether or not anyone texts you back, whether or not anyone notices, whether or not anyone believes in you. You'll replace the need for external permission with internal standards. You'll become the type of person whose consistency creates its own momentum. And along the way, allies will appear because momentum attracts allies. But they will be a bonus, not the foundation. Your foundation will be a promise to yourself that you keep without the theater of validation. You say it's not the perfect moment. No perfect moment is coming. There are only windows. Windows open. Windows close. You can leap or you can look. Those are the choices. Most people look so long that their courage evaporates, and then they call the window unfair. You're done with that behavior. You do not need all green lights to begin a drive. You need one green light and the willingness to navigate the turns. Start now. Build speed while the road is still quiet. Adjust while you move. If you crash, you rebuild the car with better parts. If you stall, you refuel and restart. Motion is your advantage. Hesitation is a luxury you can't afford anymore. You say you're not motivated. Good. Motivation is unstable. You need standards, not sparks. You need routines, not hype. Set 3 daily non-negotiables. Execute them whether you feel inspired or bored. Track them where you can see them. A wall, a notebook, a simple app. Give yourself a score at the end of the day, not a feeling score, a compliance score. You either did the thing or you didn't. String together a week of completed non-negotiables and watch your identity shift. You'll become the person who keeps their word under neutral skies. That identity will carry you through storms. This is how ruthless you must be now. Clean your language. Remove the words that leak responsibility. No more "I'll try." Say "I will." No more "I can't." Say "I'm learning how." No more "I didn't have time." Say "I didn't make it a priority." That last sentence hurts because it's true. Use the pain as a teacher. If a thing matters, schedule it, show up for it, defend it. If it doesn't matter, admit it and cut it out. Clarity is grown-up self-respect. Your habits either protect your potential or assault it. Audit them like your life depends on it, because it does. How you sleep, how you fuel, how you move, how you focus, how you speak to yourself, how you recover. Replace the chaotic loop with a simple loop. Weaken a consistent hour. Hydrate. Train your body with intent. Eat protein and plants like you respect the engine you drive. Block focused work in 90-minute sprints with hard edges. Put the phone in another room when you work. That rectangle is the most efficient excuse factory ever built. Shut the factory down during production hours. After you execute, recover with purpose. Walk, stretch, read, sleep, then repeat. The loop is boring to watch. It is spectacular to live. Understand that excuses were shelter for your ego. They prevented the truth from landing. The truth is, your output reflects your priorities and your process. When the numbers are low, it's not because the universe targeted you. It's because your process is weak or your execution is inconsistent. That's not an insult. That's liberating. If output is a function of process and execution, then you can change it. You can harden the process. You can enforce the execution. You can install fail-safes and triggers. You can make it easier to do the right thing and harder to do the wrong thing. Put your shoes by the door. Lay out your clothes the night before. Prep your meals. Pre-commit to sessions with a partner. Set financial stakes if you miss. Put friction between you and your vices. Delete the app. Block the site. Move the snacks. This is not overkill. Adults engineer outcomes. Let's talk about the standard. The standard is not a feeling. The standard is a line, a rep count, a time cap, a word count, a call quota, a deliverable finished and shipped. Too many of your days end with vague guilt because you aimed at a vibe instead of a measurable finish. Convert vibes into numbers. Work on the project becomes ship 800 words. Train hard becomes complete 5 sets of 5 at 80%. Network becomes send 3 messages and book 1 call. Make it quantifiable, then hit it. When you hit it, mark it loudly. Let your brain see the victory. Your mind is a calculator. Feed it data that says you are a finisher. Soon, you'll stop negotiating with yourself because finishers don't debate the line. They meet it. You will fail. Good. Failure under effort is worth more than safety under hesitation. Failure gives you a transcript of reality. You learn where your form broke, where your focus drifted, where your plan was naive. But here's the rule. You'll analyze without drama. No self-hate, no collapse. Just data and adjustments. Where specifically did you lose it? Identify the weak link. Is it skill? Practice deliberately. Is it time management? Rework your calendar. Is it environment? Change where you work. Is it a mindset glitch? Write a new script and rehearse it daily. Then you go again. This loop is your life now. Attempt, measure, adjust, repeat. Excuses break the loop. Ownership strengthens it. Stop looking for more certainty before you act. Certainty is earned in the arena. You cannot simulate the noise from your couch. You cannot pre-solve the friction without touching it. You spent enough nights building perfect plans in your head that collapse on contact with the morning, because the first obstacle steals your composure. Build composure by entering the obstacle. Stay long enough to figure out the mechanics. Accept the heat on your face and the weight on your back. That's where timing improves, where language sharpens, where your system gets calibrated to reality. You will be tempted to hide in preparation again, because learning feels like progress and avoids the pain of exposure. Prepare just enough to begin. Then build while shipping. Version 1 now beats version none forever. You will iterate faster in public than you ever could in solitude, because feedback is information you can't generate on your own. Yes, it stings. Learn it. Pain is a message. Translate it and adjust. An excuse ignores the message and locks you at your current level. A professional reads the message and upgrades. Comparison is another excuse dressed in insecurity. You point at their head start, their network, their breaks, their results. You use their success as a reason to mute your action. It's efficient. It lets you feel busy while doing nothing but scrolling. Here is the cure. Compete with your last output. Beat it by 1. 1 more rep, 1 cleaner set, 1 more call, 1 better decision, 1 tighter paragraph. That's your battle. Small gains compound in private before they explode in public. When that day comes, people will call you lucky. Accept the compliment and keep stacking. You may think you need a big cinematic breakthrough to erase your past with excuses. You don't. You need a simple day done correctly, repeated until it becomes unremarkable to meet your standard. The day begins, and you have 3 tasks that move your life. You handle them before you touch the cheap dopamine that drains your will. You train with intent. You fuel your body for performance, not comfort. You ship something that scares you a little. You honor your word. You go to sleep when your alarm tells you to. That's it. Repeat. The calendar doesn't lie. 30 of those days will break the inertia that your excuses built. 90 of those days will rewrite your identity. A year of those days will separate you from almost everyone you know. You are not fragile. You've just been undertrained. You've been practicing surrender under soft pressure. Now you'll practice composure under hard pressure. Pressure is not punishment. It's a forge. Step into it on purpose. Breathe. Keep your form. Deliver the rep. Recover briefly. Step back in. When the world tries to fold you, brace and hold your shape. You'll feel your edges harden, your focus thicken, your words become fewer and truer. That's what confidence actually is. Memory of hard things done correctly. You'll carry that memory into rooms where you used to shrink. You won't need to raise your voice. Your presence will carry the weight of your hours. Stop outsourcing responsibility to your circumstances. People with worse conditions have built better results. Don't romanticize struggle, but don't worship comfort either. You are not entitled to an ideal environment. You are obligated to build a functional one. Rearrange your space so that it is a tool, not a trap. Put the tools you need within reach and the distractions out of sight. Make the right choice the easy choice and the wrong choice expensive. If your environment is a silent argument, rig it so discipline wins. Set harder deadlines. Open loops invite excuses to multiply. Closed loops force conclusions. If you tell yourself sometime this week, you have created a fog. The fog hides laziness. Say by 6 p.m. today. Say before I eat lunch. Say before I sleep. Then marry your day to the constraint and make it happen. If you miss, you pay. Not in self-loathing, in consequence. Cold shower, extra conditioning, no entertainment tonight. Install a cost to missing so your nervous system understands that your word matters. Do not confuse aggression with rage. Aggression is directed effort under control. It is you closing distance to goals, not thrashing in place. Be surgical. When you enter a task, enter fully. Give it your eyes, your breath, your posture. Set a timer. Lock the door. Eliminate the audience. Execute. When the timer ends, step out. Recover. Then enter the next task with the same intent. That rhythm turns ordinary days into production lines. You have to make peace with being misunderstood. People close to you will resent your new standards because it indicts their softness. They will invite you back to easy. They will mock your early nights and your early mornings. They will call you obsessed to avoid calling themselves undisciplined. Accept it. You're not building for applause. You're building for outcomes. When the outcomes arrive, those same people will ask how you did it. You can tell them the truth, or you can just point at your calendar and your calluses. If you are waiting for a sign, here it is. The sign is the silence after your last excuse. The sign is the empty space on your plan where the next action belongs. Fill it. You have spent seasons arguing for your limitations. You were very persuasive. You won the argument and your life stayed small. Now argue for your capability with action. Make your case by doing. Submit evidence daily. Evidence beats opinion. Evidence silences doubt. The mirror won't negotiate with you. It reflects your choices without sarcasm or sympathy. Use it. Every morning, look yourself in the eyes and state your top 3 actions out loud. Then go earn the right to look again at night and say, done. That is a simple ritual that closes the day with integrity. Integrity is momentum. Momentum is a cheat code. It makes the hard thing feel inevitable. If fear is the last excuse standing, Make a list of what you fear. Then choose one item per day and take a bite. Call the person. Publish the post. Ask for the sale. Put your name on the line. Fear shrinks when confronted. It multiplies when avoided. You don't need it to disappear. You need it to sit quietly in the corner while you work. It will learn its place when you stop feeding it with avoidance. This is your contract. You will not sell yourself cheap with soft language, soft timelines, and soft habits. You will speak in commitments. You will act in deadlines. You will measure in completions. You will inspect your results and upgrade your process. You will remove the decorations of productivity and replace them with production. You will live as a builder, not a believer in magic. You will carry weight early in the day, so your evenings are earned, not escaped into. You will audit your circle and keep only what sharpens you. You will tell the truth, especially to yourself. And on days you miss, you will fix it within 24 hours. No spirals, no stories, correction, not collapse. No excuses left to give means no barriers left to hide behind. You are exposed. Good. Exposure is sunlight. Sunlight cleans. In this light, you can see your tools clearly. You can see your path. It's not a mystery. It's a road of small, repeatable actions done with discipline. People will keep searching for a secret map. You will walk. Step, step, step. Early when nobody claps. Late when nobody cares. You will outlast the noise. That's the edge. Speak less. Do more. Record your wins. Study your misses. Press your advantage. Build your systems. Respect your standards. Protect your mornings. Protect your focus. Protect your word. Let your results introduce you. And if your old excuses knock on the door tonight, let them talk to your calendar, your completed sets, your shipped work, your quiet satisfaction. They won't stay long. They have nothing to feed on here anymore. You wanted a turning point? This is it. Not because the world changed, because you did. You dropped the dead weight of your own stories and picked up the bar that was always there. Feel the knurling in your hands. Plant your feet. Brace your core. Eyes forward. Drive the rep. Finish with authority. Rack it. Log it. Set the next target. Wake up and do it again. That is how you become dangerous in the best possible way. Reliable under load. Calm under fire. Unmoved by mood. Moved only by mission. No excuses left to give. Perfect. Now build.